All right.
How you doing?
You saved the best for last, right?
Oh, is there? Yes.
You got anything left in you?
Oh, I got some good quotes I didn't use over there with them.
All right, well, go ahead. Fire away.
How important is it for you to get a guy like this in the race this weekend or next weekend?
This is fabulous to have a guy that, first of all, is an American driver. Secondly, he's articulate, intelligent. He's a very marketable guy. Here he is with his beautiful blonde wife and his 18-month-old, 17-month-old son. The all-American family. Went in the biggest race in the world. That's huge, and will play to the benefit of the Firestone 600 when it comes here. IndyCar racing has had a success by a lot of foreign drivers, and you can't take anything away from that. When you get out on the racetrack, you got to prove it. And Sunday, he proved it against everybody. When you beat Elio at Indianapolis, you beat the best.
And you get a night race for this one. Those are always fun.
A night racing's special, and particularly with Big Hoss. As great as it looks in the daytime, it looks even better at night. So, I don't know, I'm concerned the drivers may say the big screen's too bright, it's distracting them. The NASCAR guys said they were watching it during the race. They come off of turn 4 and glance over at it, but they're going 195 miles an hour. I don't know if these guys going 220 will do it, but if you do it at 195, maybe you can at 220. I don't know. But the night racing has that special feel, special bounce about it, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why we've had so many photo finishes in this race. This is the 25th IndyCar race we've had, and we've had so many photo finishes out of those 25. It's good racing.
So Ryan Hunter Reay is articulate and intelligent. I guess it takes an articulate, intelligent person to recognize one?
Indubitably.
And what you're also saying is you're pro-blonde, anti-brunette.
I like all women. I like all women.
Why is it important, or what does it mean to have an American? You talk about an American driver finally win this, and what do you think would be the sport eventually?
The media keeps trying to force feed us soccer, and soccer is a great game for kids to play. But I'm talking about society as a whole hasn't enjoyed it and taken it in, and TV ratings haven't been there, despite the media's best efforts. America seems like, as a society, isn't terribly open to these foreign things, and I think that may be why football is keen, because it's uniquely American. It didn't work over in Europe very well. So I think it's a similar thing when you've got mostly foreign drivers competing and succeeding. It's hard for the American public to embrace it. To have a good, clean-cut, all-American boy to win this race and to beat Elio Castroneves, who's as good as there is at Indianapolis, that's a real feather in the cap. And I think Ryan has kind of wrapped himself in the red, white, and blue in victory lane and since, and that's a good thing as well. So God bless America. We all love our country, and why not love our driver? He's a good representative.
What do you think about Elio Castroneves looking to apply for American citizenship?
Oh, I think it's great. Gilles DeFerrin, who won the 2003 Indy 500, was a teammate of Elio's for years. He and I talk a lot, and he tells me that he's concerned about Elio because his English is getting worse and worse. I hope, I love Elio. He's one of my favorite people to be around. I just hope he can pass the test.
Did you see him on Wife Swap last night?
I didn't see that. I know he was
not
on.
even married.
Well, I was curious about that. Yeah, he's not married, and he was on Wife Swap, so I felt I'd be cheapened if I watched the show or something. So
I think Eddie wants to wife swap with Ryan.
I've known Becky for years, and through her brother. And so, but no, I tell you, I love being around Elio, and that's what I want to make sure I'm making clear is saying what I'm saying about quote unquote foreign drivers. Every one of them that I know, I like. It's not about not liking certain guys or certain countries or whatever. It's just what sells to the masses here in this country.
But it's not homegrown anymore. I mean, very rarely, and it's missing.
Well, what Sunday's win shows you is that if you work hard and you have talent, you can climb the ladder and you can win the biggest race in the world. And we're European drivers, particularly the Brazilian drivers, they tend to have a benefactor, a sponsor, that picks them up as a child and stays with them as they climb the ladder. That opens the doors with the team owner. And so it's even more difficult for an American driver, where that's not the normal way of doing business here in America. IBM is not going to latch on to some 5-year-old kid racing in go-karts and come up the ladder with him. So it's a different approach to business. That makes the achievement that Ryan Hunter Reay had on Sunday even bigger than many people could understand.
Fast forward to June 7th. If you have the kind of finish that we saw last Sunday, 4 lead changes, final 6 laps, how gratifying will that be for you as president and as a fan?
Well, I always look at it as a fan, because that's who we're doing this for. And through the years, this is our 25th IndyCar race. I would say that 22, 23 of them have been, those photo finishes that the IndyCars are so famous for here. We've been spoiled really on great racing, and so that's what I expect when the IndyCars go on the track here. The equipment is so good, the drivers, the talent is so good that they're certainly capable of doing it. And I think IndyCar is just the aero package, the aerodynamics on the cars this year to give us a better chance of having that this year. So I think we're going to see us a great race.
Talk about the interest of North Texans in Indy versus NASCAR.
It's two different crowds, and that's what's been interesting to me. I'm a racing fan. I don't care asphalt or dirt, road course or oval or street course or whatever. I'm just interested in it. But there are fans that are unique to Indy cars and that are unique to NASCAR. Obviously, there's more NASCAR fans. But as we continue to see drivers like Ryan Hunter Reay come across the scene, and they got such great stories to tell and attributes to sell, and then you got guys like Castroneves, who's Dancing with the Stars and Celebrity Wife Swap or whatever those things are. That's got to appeal. I saw that guy Tuesday night on television. He's racing Saturday night, at Texas Motor Speedway. Then people may be more inclined to come out and see. There's a lot of celebrity to IndyCar, and the racing is certainly excellent. The cars are fast. There's no mistake in that. It's got all the elements that it needs to succeed. So if people just come out, they're going to find out this is unbelievable racing.
Thank you so much, Eddie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.